Hello. Today we are back in again with MCC Pride 23 predictions and team review. It's obviously been a while since my last upload, mainly due to the fact that I didn't want to review certain Minecraft events due to the amount of knowledge of players. But hey, we're back at it again, and we might do Block Wars prediction or not prediction, Block Wars team review, but that depends. Anyway, if you like the vid, make sure to like. And yeah, let's just get into it. First up, we have the Red Rabbits with Pizza Hut, Green, Gemini Tay, and Zombie Cleo. Now, this is a pretty decent looking team. And for games, they're going to definitely want to try and get Bingo, the SOT remix, and Bill Mart as late as possible, as statistically they're pretty good at all these games. Pete is obviously amazing at movement and can definitely do well in PvP games. Grian is more like a team player for fun, so obviously he is going to be playing a bit more for fun, but still like maybe trying to win. Gem is a very good team player, and while Cleo is new, I think she'll definitely be a very good supporting player. So I think this team will do pretty decently well. And yeah. Next up, we have the Orange Ocelots with Orange Juice, Scott in the Littlewood, and Gucky. Now, this sees the return of Owen since MCC Rising. So, the big thing about this team will probably be how well he will play. He could either play very well, like he did in Rising, or just okay. But yeah, and Gucky is around similar skill level to Amesy. And then obviously we have Scott and Martin, who are pretty decent and definitely could do very well. Martin tends to do well during Pride events, so you could see him doing very well here, even getting top 10. Same with Scott. So this team could do very well. As far as the games they're good at, I think Ace Race might be their best game. It is on Turtle Runs, and Martin does pretty well at Ace Race in general. And Scott's decent, and obviously Owen loves Ace Race. So I think that's a game they'll be trying to get out late. And same with some of the team games. And yeah, I think this team will do pretty decent. Next up, we have the Yellow Yaks with Amesy, Jojo Solos, Fall Cemetery, and Shovel. Now, this is again yet another more team game oriented team. Amesy is pretty okay. However, the last ride, she did very well. I'm pretty sure she got top half. So maybe that pride buff will get her top half. Who knows? And then we also have JoJo, who probably won't be sweating, obviously, because it's for charity. But I think she'll do at least somewhat decent. False is pretty good. She can definitely be a very trending player. And then Shelby is always a nice addition to this team. Again, I think Bilmart might be this team's best game. I don't know how good they'll do in bingo, but otherwise, I think this team will need team games to do very well. Next up, we have the Lime Llamas with Ollie Gamers, Sylvie, Cara Corvus, and Gene Alley. Now, this team isn't very strong statistically, and they don't really have a very solid player on their team, which will affect their performance. I think they'll do pretty okay. Ollie did have a very good first event, although that was on a more Spanish-speaking team, and he's probably gonna have to speak English for this team, so I don't know how that'll affect him. G is gonna probably do okay. She's a very good supporting player. Same with Kara, and Sylvie hasn't been doing the best recently, getting bottom 10 twice in a row, which hasn't happened for her in a while. So as far as good games, I think probably Sands of Time will be their best game. It is remixed, but I'm assuming it's gonna be way easier to understand, unless Ampharos is a monster, but he probably isn't. But other than that, maybe Belmont, and yeah. Next up, we have the green geckos with H-Bomb 94, Rambu, Lily Pichu, and Sykkuno. Now, I'm assuming Lily will probably perform the same as Ray did in Pride 22 and what do you call it? And Underdogs. Sykkuno has shown potential in MCC, so I think he definitely is gonna get top 30. We have H Bomb here. He's very nice and a lot of times the time, and he gets to play bingo again. So there's that, and then Rambo. This might be one of his last MCCs ever. Who knows? But this team is definitely gonna do okay. I don't think they're gonna be the best. As far as games go, I don't know. Again, team games, not really like movement related as well. I think this team might do good at bingo because H loves bingo, but other than that, this is a pretty okay team. And yeah. Next up, we have the Cyan Coyotes with the Luna, Gumi, X Choco Bars, and Ryan Higa. Now, Janet, I don't think she's very good at Minecraft. Same with Ryan, who has a very interesting picture. Has him as a unicorn. But no, I think both of them will get like probably bottom 10. Gumi isn't the best, and while she had a very good like last performance, she did have like a very good team with Purple and Frost. So yeah, and then Illumina, I think the Pride buff just makes him good. I don't think this team will do well, but I think he'll still get like third. As far as games this team is good at, I can't really see a game they're good at because it's like not very good. Like I can't think of any game, like maybe a team game, but even like maybe Sands of Time, but even then, it's like this team really isn't that good. So I just can't think of anything to say, and yeah, I don't think this team will do that good. Next up, we have the Aqua Axolotls with Filza, Tapple, Red Velvet Cake, and Aaron. Now, finally, we can talk about a team that's not team oriented or team games oriented. Phil is pretty good, like all around player. He can definitely do very well. Tapple is very good during Pride. He's been seen getting top 10 basically every time, so I think he'll do pretty well. And then Velvet is coming off of two good events, so I'm expecting to do pretty well. And then we have Eric, who is like a very good supporting player. As far as games this team is good at, I could see Parkour Tag and Battle Box definitely being strong games for them. Maybe even to get the other side. It depends on what the remix does. I think this team is definitely very strong. And I wouldn't be surprised if they made Dodgeball easily. So, yeah. Next up, we have the Blue Bats with Ampharos, Dr. Gulon, Critic Zeus, and Vixella. AK Simmers, except no James again. He's probably busy again, which is why Ant's here. I think this team actually has a pretty decent chance of actually making Dodgeball. Ant is very competitive, as we've seen from just MCC and even Block Wars in general. And he definitely puts in a lot of effort to VOD review. And then we have the rest of the center. Zeus, while he's coming off of a very bad performance, I think he'll do a bit better here. And I think Sasha will do around the same as she did in, what do you call it, MCC Scuff. So and Gulan, he's just a very good like supporting player all around. As far as games this team are good at, I actually could see them doing good at Battle Box. As maybe even Meltdown. This seems like a pretty well-rounded team. I think they'll do definitely pretty decent. They could definitely make dodgeball, and maybe the Simmers actually will get to win an event. Maybe. Obviously James isn't there, but yeah, that's about. Next up, we have the Purple Pandas with Curtsy, Mr. Cat, Elena, and Gizzy Gaza. Now we see Gizzy Gaza return for another Pride event, trying to keep his 100% dodgeball rate in Pride events. And we see Mr. Cat, the second ever NCC tester, to join the event, which means we only need Annie, Magician, Amston, and Wolfie for the remaining content creator testers. But anyway, I think Misty will do pretty decent in this event, maybe even top 10. Misty's highest placement in testing, or at least recorded, was like 4th, but he or she's been like varied in placement, so I think Misty will at least get top half. Dave's just an incredible PvP player, and then Elena is a very good supporting player as well. And then as far as games this team will do good in, I see them doing good in Battle Box, Meltdown, Ace Race, and maybe to get the other side, depending on what the remix does. I'm assuming it won't change like too much about it, but if this team has like a very good like late game order, I think this team is basically guaranteed dodgeball. But other than that, yeah. And last but not least, we had the Pink Parrots with Viva, Piso, Tobo, and Beckymon. Now, to my knowledge, Piso is like more of a variety
Oh, I
streamer.
see it. Okay,
So I think
feel like I
he'll
have
do
to
like
risk
okay.
this. Do we have any sand? Any sand?
Tubbo has
sand.
been
No
having
sand. 30 seconds.
some.
Get to the exit. Get to the
His
exit.
last event wasn't very
I'm
good.
doing a risk. I feel like you need to do
But
this
he's
no matter
also a
what.
very goofy man.
Then
we have Five Up, who is definitely more
I
competitive,
have time.
and he'll definitely try to be doing well. And then Dex hasn't been doing very well recently. I think Pride will. She'll have like a decent performance. As far as games they're good at, I think Sands of Time will be pretty good. And even Battle Box, I think this team can do pretty well in Battle Box. But other than that, that is all
We were so close to the gold vault also.
team
Apparently I was near
review,
the
but
area.
now, time for prediction. In 10th place are the Cyan Coyotes. In 9th place, the Lime Llamas. In 8th place, the Green Geckos. In 7th place, the Pink Parrots. In 6th place, the Yellow Yaks. In 5th place, the Orange Ocelots. In 4th place, the Red Rabbits. In 3rd place, the Blue Bats. In 2nd place, the Aqua Axolotls. And in 1st place, the Purple Pandas. That is all for my MCC Pride 23 teams review and predictions. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, but I might upload again next week. And if not, you're definitely getting upload the week after that. But other than that, thanks for watching. Also, thank you, Keyshanks, for that drawing. Go follow them on Twitter, and bye.